Tell MaMa organised the Our Coming Anti-Muslims Hatred Together event at Birmingham Central Mosque. Following the Brexit and Trump victories, Muslims are facing a backlash. Tell MaMa data suggests that we are witnessing our increasing anti-Muslim hate incident across the country. With women being the biggest victims, we must stand against hate and bigotry that instills fear in our local communities.
Seen a huge increase in anti-Muslim hatred and in Islamophobic attacks. The Tell MaMa organisation that actually collates the figures, they're pretty stark. We saw a massive increase and in Birmingham in particular, in my own constituency, we had Islamophobic literature posted through the homes of Muslim families in parts of my constituency. So definitely Brexit and now of course the election of President Trump have unleashed a much bigger wave of hatred against Muslims and hatred against other minorities as well, and it's really important that we come together as united communities to try and stamp all of this out.
We welcome this initiative by Tell MaMa. I think they are doing an excellent job. It is the only organization which actually researches into and quantifies incidents of Islamophobia in this country. The message I would like to give to the community is that what they are presenting here by way of statistics is only a tip of the iceberg. There are lots of incidents which go unreported, and unless you report the incidents, nobody is going to know the extent of Islamophobia in this society. So I think it's very important for every incident to be logged, to be reported, not just to the police, but also to Tell MaMa. We are living in very difficult times at the moment. And it's about time that the governments and establishments of these Western nations where Islamophobia is ripe do understand the implications of this in full.
The today event was about the hatred against the Muslim. Unfortunately, since Brexit, the hatred incidents against the Muslims, particularly in West Midland, have increased. And today's event was just to tell the Muslim community that on website and all those electronic things, they should actually answer back so that we don't become the victim because we have done nothing wrong.
We're here at Birmingham Central Mosque here with my Tell MaMa team, and we've been here to raise awareness around anti-Muslim hatred, but ensuring also that members of the mosque can organise and hopefully get information regarding hate incidences to the police and also to Tell MaMa if they come across individuals who have suffered anti-Muslim hatred. One of the key things we need to say here is we're in an environment where post-Trump there is quite a bit of substantive online anti-Muslim hatred that is percolating. We believe that things may become more important for Muslim communities in Birmingham to keep reporting in and to ensure that they get access to justice if they are targeted because of being Muslim or a part of their identity. So part of the work here is to raise awareness, is to energise, is to mobilise, is to organise that we can ensure that members of diverse communities feel that they are part and parcel of the fabric of our country, continue to be part and parcel of the fabric of our country, and ensure that where they come across hatred, they report it in, action it, and seek to get justice against it.
The community at the moment across the UK and possibly across Europe and rest of the world are facing a big backlash when it comes to some political ideologies that we seem to be seeing across the world. I mean, you've seen it in America with Trump, you'll be seeing it in France with the general elections coming up, in Holland and in Germany, and we need to be prepared, and this is where good people stand up together to try and tackle some of those issues, and we need to make sure that people like Tell MaMa, the organisation itself, is there and it's responsive and it's supporting those Muslim communities who are facing some difficulties, especially in their daily lives when they're travelling either on public transport, going to school or coming back from school. Certainly females are being the biggest victims. What we're seeing here at Tell MaMa, that 61% of people who are victims are actually women who are clearly visibly Muslim by the fact that they wear the hijab. And every time there's an international issue that takes place which has absolutely nothing to do with them or their lifestyle, however, they are becoming the victims of these crimes. That a terrorist may commit a crime in Nice or Paris or Brussels, however, individuals here are going about their daily life are seeing the fallout from those issues. And I think this is where we need all communities to both white and non-white, Muslim and non-Muslim, to come together and say, look, you know, when we have issues of this kind of nature, we need to make sure that all communities are united, of all faiths and non-faiths, to tackle these problems, because otherwise you end up creating division and strife, and that's not what we need to do. This is a democratic society, and we need to make sure everybody is able to enjoy their life peacefully and gracefully.
Here at Birmingham Central Mosque today, where MaMa, an organisation that tackles Islamophobia, has been giving a talk on the rise of Islamophobia. We've had a keynote speaker who was Shabana Mahmood MP for Ladywood, and she discussed the rise of Islamophobia she has found in her constituency since the Brexit vote. We've also had a discussion around the rise in Islamophobia as a whole after the Brexit vote and after Donald Trump was elected, sadly this week. So MaMa have been working hard nationally to tackle Islamophobia.